What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be decorating for fall. I've already decorated in my living room, and then I've also decorated a little bit outside of my mobile home. So today we're going to be putting some decorations in the kitchen just to bring it some pops of color. You guys know that fall is my favorite time of the year. That is why I go so crazy with the fall videos. In today's video, we're not only going to be decorating the kitchen, but I've also got an easy crock pot meal to share with you guys. This meal is just a one dish meal and then you're done. So without further ado, let's get this meal started. So yesterday afternoon I went to Walmart and got this chuck roast, and I got it from Walmart. I've already cleaned it up and then patted it dry. I've got my garlic powder and my onion powder, and I'm just going to season both sides. And I like to season it before I put it in the skillet and sear both sides of the meat, so that way all the seasoning sticks to the meat and doesn't wash away once you put it in the water in the crock pot. So I'm just seasoning up the other side now, and I also do season it with some salt and pepper as well. And then I got my skillet really hot. I'm gonna put some oil in the bottom of the pan. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure the pan is fully coated, and then I'm gonna go ahead and drop my roast in. And then I'll just let it sear on each side for about a minute or so until it gets char. So right now it is 9 o'clock in the morning. I already dropped my daughter off to school through the car rider line. That is why I still have my pajamas on. And then as soon as I got home, I wanted to go ahead and start this crock pot meal. So I like to start this meal early. That way I can put it on low and let it cook in the crock pot for about 8 hours. And you can see that I'm turning the meat around so that I can sear it on the other side as well. And then I'll also try to sear it on each side. And I'll just hold it in place. So if you also want to cook this, but you don't want to have to wait 8 hours because you're short on time, you can put it in the crock pot on high and just cook it for 4 to 5 hours, and it's just as good. So now that I'm done with that, I've got my carrots, I've got 4 decent sized potatoes, and then an onion. And I'm just going to go ahead and start peeling the skins off the potatoes. I usually use little red potatoes, but when I was at the store they did not have them, so these potatoes will work just fine. And I do leave a little bit of the skin on. I do like to have a plate in front of me or a bowl so that I can put all of my trash on, like all of these potato skins I'll put in here, and then also my onion peeling, and then I'll just throw it away. Just makes for a way easier cleanup. Then I'm just going to cut up my potatoes in good little chunk sizes, and I will put these with the carrots after cutting them all up, and I'll give them a good rinsing in the sink. So I'm just adding potatoes, carrots, and then the onion. You can also add cut up celery or anything else you would like to add to your pot roast, and you can also add a lot of other seasonings in it, but the basic 2 seasonings that you're gonna need is garlic powder and onion powder. As long as you got that, your roast will turn out delicious. And I am only going to use half of this onion since it is a small roast. And I wanted to add, you can also use a pack of brown gravy powder so that it makes a gravy base, but I just like to add flour to make mine. It's totally up to you. And now I'm just going to put the potato and the carrot into this bowl, and then I'm going to run it under some water to clean it before adding it to our crock pot. So once I get my roast in, I am going to add about a cup of water and then also a cup of beef broth. And then of course I'm going to season the water just a little bit, not too much, and then add my onions and my potatoes and carrots. And also, I did not show it, but I did add some Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons of flour just to thicken it so that it makes a gravy. So now I'm just gonna let it cook for 8 hours. Okay, so now this is actually the next day that I decided to clean up and decorate my kitchen. Since I did make the pot roast yesterday, we have plenty of leftovers, so instead of cooking in the kitchen tonight, I'm just gonna warm up the pot roast and we'll have that. So that way I have time to decorate my kitchen. And then once I decorate it, I don't have to mess it back up by cooking dinner. So as you guys can see, my kitchen is not a disaster. However, I've got to maintain it if I want it to stay looking clean. So I'm just going to wash up all of these dishes. I did wake up and make a big old pot of gravy and biscuits this morning for my daughter before she went to school. And I like to make enough to where I can put the leftovers in the fridge. So that way, whenever she wakes up in the morning, all I have to do is warm it over and she has enough to last her for a few days. Get pretty hectic in the morning with waking her up and getting her dressed and then packing her and my husband's lunch. So that's why I like to have breakfast already prepared. It just gets us out the door that much faster. And you guys know that this is my favorite part of washing dishes, is cleaning out the sink afterwards. It just makes me feel like everything is so clean and all the germs are scrubbed away. I do have a little bit of bleach in this scrub brush, also with some Dawn dish soap, and it's very diluted. So I'm just going to rinse this clean, and then I'm going to clean up around the sink. I tend to make a mess whenever I wash the dishes. So I'm just going to wipe everything down. I'm really excited to start decorating in here for fall, but I cannot decorate a messy kitchen. So we've got to clean it first before jumping into the decorations. So the next thing that I have to do is just wipe down all of the countertops. And you guys know whenever I do that, I like to wipe the walls down as well, because things always splash up on the walls. And if you let it set for too long, you'll never get it off. So everything's just getting wiped down with diluted bleach water. And guys, I love this fall weather that we're having in the mornings here in Kentucky. But I cannot open the windows without flies flying in, and they're driving me crazy. So now that all of my countertops are cleaned, I'm gonna go ahead and get my diffuser going with this salted caramel smell. It smells so good, just like a bakery. And I'm just gonna put it in the diffuser back here. I've already had the diffuser running with clean water in it. So now that the clean water is gone, I'm just gonna fill it up with some more water, and then I'll add this smell into it, and a little goes a long way. And then we're gonna go with an orange color since we are decorating for fall. And then I wanted to show you guys this cute little cup that I got from the Dollar General. It looks like a cup, but there's actually a candle inside, and of course it smells like pumpkin. And this, I think, was only $3 at the Dollar General. I'm just gonna go ahead and get that lit up so that the pumpkin and the caramel smell mix together. It makes my kitchen smell delicious. And then you guys can see I've got my little wooden block pumpkin sitting back here too that I got from Walmart. And also from the Dollar General, I got this little spoon holder or utensil holder. So whenever you're cooking, you can just set your stuff on there without making a mess. And then I also want to decorate this little kitchen island, but first we need to clean it. I'm loving how easy it is to decorate with this buffalo plaid in my kitchen, because since it's black and white, it seems like any pop of color will go with it, so I'm loving that. So now that we've got that wiped down, I've got some goodies that I got from the Dollar General, and we're going to make a little centerpiece for the middle of this island. I got this big tray. It was actually on sale for $4. And then I've got these little containers filled with pumpkins and pine cones and leaves. So these were only $3 a piece, and since all of the stuff inside are pretty decent size, I thought that that was a good deal. And instead of putting a candle in the middle of this like I did the one in my living room, I thought that I'd decorate this just a little bit different. So I got this little pumpkin jar and I'm gonna fill it with candy corn. This was only $1 because it is plastic, but it looks glass. And then I also got this little vase to put in the middle, and it just says grateful. So this will also work for Thanksgiving as well. And instead of buying flowers to put in the middle of it, I'm just gonna use these little berries that came with the leaves and pumpkins. I don't want it too tall, so this height is just perfect, and I think it looks really cute. So this is what it turned out like. So in total, I only spent about $13 for this whole little display piece. So definitely go check out the Dollar General if you're on a budget. If you can't find anything at your local Dollar General, travel out a little bit further, because I promise they have the cutest stuff. So now we're gonna move on to just cleaning up the floors. As you guys can see, I did get an area rug to put in here to put underneath the island. And since my kitchen is a little bit bigger, I feel like this area rug makes it feel a little bit more cozy instead of so cold and empty. So definitely let me know what you guys think. And for those of you who are wondering where my second stool is to the island, I've actually got my camera on top of it so that I can get a good angle for you guys. So once we get done sweeping up the floor and the carpet, I do have a few more pieces to put out, and then we'll also decorate my coffee bar, which I'm really excited about. So I'm just going to keep this little corner very basic. So we've got our pop-up orange, and then we've got a little pumpkin. And now we're going to move on to my coffee bar. So since this is such a little space, I don't want to go too crazy. However, I do want to make it festive. So I don't really have a plan for this. First, I'm going to wipe it down. And this is just a damp rag. I'm thinking of putting this warmer up there so that it makes it feel a little cozy. And the fire flame brings some warmth to this space. And of course, you guys know that I had to go with fall colors for the coffee mugs. And then I'm thinking I'll put this warmer right here. It is so cute. The flame looks so real. And then I've just got these little pieces that I'm going to set on the top shelf with a little bit of pumpkin floral. I end up changing the top of this to something different, which you guys will see here in a minute. Right now I'm just trying to figure it out. So this little orange leaf is actually a candle that I use for decorating only, and I just thought it was so cute. And then I got another little white pumpkin I thought I was going to keep here. And then I just hung some leaves around the top of it so that it doesn't look so plain. And then I thought, let me get rid of these little pumpkins right here, since I already have this same block pumpkin over in my corner beside my diffuser. And I'll just put the 2 white signs here. I got the taller one from Dollar General, and then I got the little white sign from Walmart. And you guys can see me tweaking with this a little bit. I don't know how I want it exactly. Okay, so I think I got it how I like it. And now I'm just going to put my little pumpkin melts into my new warmer. And these are covered with glitter. So we'll see the glitter floating in the warmer. And this is what it looks like. Please let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. What should I change about this? And then this is what everything looks like once it gets later in the day. I feel like my kitchen and living room just glow, and I absolutely love that because it makes everything seem so cozy. So yeah guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope I gave you guys inspiration and motivation to clean and decorate. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to give me some love down in the comment section, and I'll see you guys next time.